back again. My name is Hussein, and I'm gonna do some of the closing of the week analysis for you, how the week was, and what actually we came across with all sort of opportunities, and what was actually published in economic calendar that actually brought volatility in the financial markets. Right. So all in all, looking ahead on our weekly review, right, we could see here that we had data came out from United States, which was retail sales number that was very much below the expectation as anticipated, because the spending of the consumers in United States has gone down due to the COVID-19. All right, everybody's staying home. Also, we saw an industrial production year on year and month on month, all in the red zone. Right. Then all in all, beside that, we also had Bank of Canada monetary policy report, whereby they kept the rates steady. They did not make any changes. They believe that economy should get back to its usual pace, but with a little bit of time. So they saw that there's no need of cutting the further interest rates and all that, or make any changes to that, right? So all in all, these had actually this drive volatility in the Canadian pace, as you could see that from there. We also have data coming out from business inventories, whereby it was very much dormant. There was not much activity occurred on that side. Then also we had a Fiji Fed BG book, in which about the top 10 banks of about 12 Federal Reserve banks, they actually had the local economic condition, how you can actually do the necessary measures in the economy. So as you could see here, for this week also, like for yesterday, Donald Trump mentioned that he would be looking into reopening the economy in each state. So total of 29 states, they will be looking into what the governors are going to decide, in a way, how they're going to reopen the economy with necessary measures that they will be taking on to. All right. So slowly and gradually things are getting better. Right. As you could see here, also there was also change of numbers of employment from Australia. Also unemployment data came out from Australia, all in the green. Then we also had more number came out from initial jobless claims, which actually rised again. So overall, about 2.2 million people have actually filed in their jobless claim, because you see this unemployment has actually raised drastically, because of the current sentiment. So all in all, it had major and huge volatility in the market. So why actually, with all those negative news, why did actually American dollar became stronger? All right, as you could see here on the major currency pairs, they tend to become weaker compared to the American dollar. All right, looking at GBP USD, right, as you could see here, we saw a nice break from here, and all in all, this is giving us some sort of signs that the pair will be going down. So that means US dollar should be strengthening, all right, over a period of time. All in all, about the current sentiment, about the economical situation, like I mentioned earlier, let's have a look on the American stocks, how they have been performing. All right, so looking at Dow Jones Industrial Average, as you could see here, it is in a major recovery, and we see that after bottoming down, the price is nicely going up. This is in a recovery mood right now, right? So all in all, like we spoke about it, like it's just like a nice V shape that is actually happening. But if at all it's not going to be a V shape, probably if this wants to come down, right? But then again, this will be recovering up, because over a longer period of time, you see the stocks are trending up and they are actually, but this is not what we're looking. That is the second scenario, but our first priority that we are looking at is a major recovery on Dow Jones. You could see here is forming all lower highs, high lows and high highs. So all in all, there are some sort of good news also coming. The death toll race in Italy has fallen down. In Spain also has fallen, even though the things are not very clear there yet, but still it's not like before, right? Looking at the stocks such as Apple, right? Or even though Apple is also finding momentum for its recovery. We have got a very volatile month because we have got a lot of earnings coming out this month, even though they could be falling down a bit, but overall you will see these stocks are going to recover because in history and technical analysis, um, history always repeat on its own. This has happened before in 2018 as well, when the market actually went really down due to the trade war of Donald Trump and America and China, America, US and China. But you see, overall it recovered, right? So this is what we're looking at, another recovery. Wouldn't you want to be in this mode, right? So that's what we are looking at here as well. Then on the other hand, also Amazon outperformed really well because there was huge numbers of sales. A lot of people actually staying at home and doing shopping via Amazon, right? So Amazon have also the owner Jeff Bezos have actually recently spoken about that he wants to send all his workers to go for a test. So all in all, they are doing all the precautionary measure to fight and combat this COVID-19. So all in all, looking at the structure, it has broken the major resistance and it is giving us more room up for Amazon to go further. So it's one of the major companies, one of the big companies, United States, founded in since 1995. So all in all, as you could see here, the major recovery. So all that happened in this week, right? Amazon was extremely volatile. Now looking at other stocks like Johnson and Johnson also had a nice recovery over there, right? So looking for more room up to the upside. Then looking at Visa, we are expecting Visa also to recover because once everyone has gone out of this lockdown, people are going to go out, start spending money, and then you will see a recovery coming from there. So all in all, it was a very volatile week. And how we should be preparing ourselves for the next week, we are expecting a nice relief rally on the stock market. All right, so gradually you will see a support and momentum start to pick up, and it is already happening from the past few weeks. Right, and looking for the currency market, it's been extremely volatile, right, and providing a lot of ample opportunities for us to profit from it. Right, so that's all for today, and we will be coming up for more and further information next week. Till then, take care, and I'll see you guys soon.